Hi everybody. I thought what I'd do for my Biz Life Wisdom post today was to do a Facebook Live, which of course I'm doing now, and to talk about the new direction for the group that I've got in store in regards to following my heart and my intuition, which was the name of this Facebook Live. I might have mentioned it to a number of you, I'm not sure, but I started off, of course, with the original name of the Facebook group, and we've been going for a couple of months now, and there was something I thought that was a little bit missing, and to tell you the truth, I think I actually went down the path of what might be catchy in terms of using the word magic and might attract more members. And I realised over time that it's actually the quality of the members rather than the absolute numbers. Now, of course, if we can get both, any of us who have Facebook groups, that's wonderful. But it is really, I think, a matter of quality over quantity. And I felt that I wanted to change the name of the group so that it would fit in line with what was most resonant to me, and that would, I'm anticipating attract the people that I would most like to be able to attract and that I feel most called to serve, and that is being creative, spiritual women entrepreneurs. So hence changing the name of the group, and I do hope you like it. I did want to also add in the word success, because that's something that I resonate a lot with. I could do a whole Facebook Live on that, because obviously it's such a personal word, a thing. Success means something different for all of us, I'm sure. But ultimately, I think pretty much all of us want success in our personal lives and in our business, in both, in lots and lots of ways. So I felt that it was really valuable to have that word in there, and to have the biz and life, because they're the two aspects of our lives that I think we're probably focusing on, our businesses specifically, and of course our larger lives as well. The two are so intricately and intimately connected though. So hence I came up with, and thank you so much to Cheryl, who a while ago helped me as a sounding board, and also, as I put in a post, Lakshmi for her branding support. It was really helpful, because doing that I became clearer about who I was, what I wanted to stand for, and that helped with the name of the name change of the group. So hence now Creative Spiritual Biz Life Success. And you would have also noticed that there is a little bit of a mix-up with or variation of the theme days. So I just wanted to go through those quickly to give you a bit more of an insight into the sorts of things that I'm thinking you might want to be able to post on. So the first one has stayed the same. Some of them have. So Biz and Life Wisdom, Biz or Life Wisdom. I like to do that on a Monday, because I think that sets the tone for the week. And I really have kept it because I think it's really important. I think we all have so much wisdom to share, an incredible amount. And often, there's a car there, often we negate it. We think, everybody knows that tip. Or, who am I to be, talking about this or that. But we all have wisdom, so much wisdom. And what that does then is, if you're able to post, is that it actually helps you to acknowledge that within yourself. And I think that's, sorry, I was just looking to see if someone coming down the driveway is I think really, really important and needs to be acknowledged. And it's important for you to be posting about that. It's also important in terms of us learning from that. So that's Monday. Tuesday, I've changed it up. I think it was either inspiration or self-love, to now actually be I deserve. And that might be actually the one that could be the toughest for you in terms of, and for me, in terms of posting. And the reason I did that was because I wanted us to, again, acknowledge that we deserve whatever it is that we want in our lives because we are human. We are divinely human, and we are entitled, and I mean that in a beautiful way, not in a prissy way, to what it is that we want in this world. But often we don't think we deserve it, or we don't want to declare for risk of thinking, oh, I don't want to sound greedy or whatever. But, big noting ourselves. But it's really important that we do acknowledge that we deserve what it is that we want. Now, that can be something really small, like I deserve a sleep in the morning, for instance. Or it could be something much bigger. I deserve to go on, a holiday somewhere that I've been wanting to do. So it sort of reminds me a little bit of manifesting. It can be something that you don't have currently that you actually wish for, or it could be something that you will definitely do or have in the next little while. And in fact, it's about doing, it's about having, it's also about, it could even be a feeling. I deserve to feel happy. I deserve to feel excited or connected or whatever it might be. So I'll leave that up to you, but I hope that gives you a little bit of a frame with regards to that one. Wednesday, I've changed also to now be Creative Me. So with a Creative Spiritual Biz Life Success Facebook group, there has to be, of course, a hashtag for creativity. And again, it's obviously what I want to be focusing on. I believe we are all inherently creative. I never used to think I was, but now I know how much I am. And it mightn't be in formal artistic ways. I'm the first to say that I'm not the best artist in the world, but I'm creative in other ways. So in terms, I think, of my writing, of coming up with ideas, ways of doing things, problem solving, that sort of those are some of the strengths that I have around creativity. I'm actually can be pretty inventive in terms of writing stories when I put my mind to it and that sort of thing. So however you want to be creative or are being creative in your week, if you can post about that, whether it's related to your business, aspects of your life, coming up with a recipe, making a meal that you're following a recipe, you're still creating something. So let your creativity run amok with that one, and I look forward to those posts. Thursday is still market day. Things haven't changed with that. Really encourage you promote all your offers and events. I love to see them. Friday then is also still the same. Reflect and refocus. So what I mean by that one is to reflect on the week, and that means from the Saturday before. So we've got a full week in terms of what you've planned to do. And by that, it could be inspired actions, how you've gone during the week, how you've felt. It's around, again, I use this terminology of the doing, getting things done, but also the being, how you're feeling. So an opportunity to reflect in a supportive environment with regards to that, and then to refocus. So based on that, how are you going to be focusing for the following week until the following Friday? Again, that can be in regards to feelings, events that you might have on, things you've got on, activities, tasks you want to do, whatever way you look at it. That's the way that I tend to approach it. So I really look forward to those. I tend to do my planning, inverted commas, although I prefer the phrase reflecting and refocusing, on Friday afternoons rather than a Monday morning or a Sunday. But so that's why I've got it on a Friday. So I hope it's an opportunity for you. But by all means, keep your planning for the week on the day that you want, as long as you're doing it, giving some thought. Okay, Saturday is still the same, play, and I call it play because we want it to be fun. Basically, it's taking time out. It's not usually work related unless it's got a social aspect, and it can be something, play can even be putting your feet up and reading a good book. It doesn't have to be lots of activities and particularly childlike or incredibly adventurous. It can be the small things where you're taking the time out, just as importantly as, the bigger stuff that you might be doing. So keep those coming. I also love seeing all of them, of course, but the play ones are great as well. And then Sunday is also the same. That is gratitude. And I like doing that on a Sunday where I can look back on the week. And it can be on the weekend where it might be more social, or it can be during the week. And really taking stock and focusing on what are the things or thing in particular that we're really grateful for, because we all know that what we focus on and give thanks for, we usually receive more of, and that's what we want. It's a really positive energy for ourselves personally, for sharing it with others, and then I think for the world at large as well. So I hope that those explanations were helpful to you. I'm really excited. I am now in a position to be looking at growing the group further, and to be doing more Facebook Lives, interviews as the group grows. I want to be providing more around things like meditations, trainings, that sort of thing. So, this is just the beginning, and it's certainly exciting. Very much for me. I hope that it is for you. Any comments, any feedback that you have, please do contact me and let me know. I love getting contributions and collaborating. That's one of my values, well and truly. And I look forward to continuing to serve you in this gorgeous group, and wish you very much a joyous rest of the evening. Okay, good night.